Do your kitchen cabinets look like that? All scarred up and beat up and very well used? No ugly cabinets. We cannot have ugly cabinets. And there's one way that I know that's cost effective, simple, easy, clean up simple to get this to look good again. And that is by using this and that. It's easy. Prep it, paint it, and protect it. Let me show you how. This is the Tuesday morning studio session. Good morning, I'm Diane Pruitt. So glad to see you here. Lisa, good morning, my friend. Been missing you. Need to see you too. Just get in the truck and ride on over. You can hang out just for a little while. Faye, good morning. Glad you could be here. Y'all pray for our friend Ed today. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and his family and friends as well. But we're going to doll this cabinet up while we're praying for Ed. Let me show you how simply and easily you can take a roughed up cabinet, whether it's your bathroom vanity or your kitchen cabinets, and you can make them amazing again. Now, your kitchen, dirty. Not just dirty, but grease and oil and handprints and husband prints and children prints, kind of dirty. So when you prep your kitchen cabinets especially, you want to do it with one of our Scotch-Brite pads. We have these in stock. You just grab a Scotch-Brite, and here's why. The kitchen is the most loved room in the house, isn't it? Probably besides the bathroom and the laundry room, it gets the most use. But if you don't take a Scotch-Brite pad and get the oil and dirt and grease off these cabinets, then you're going to have a problem with adherence. And it's not a paint problem. There's nothing in the world wrong with this paint. I've shown you time and time again how durable this paint really is. But the surface that you put it on and the prep work that you do to the surface makes all the difference in the world. So let's make sure when we're doing kitchen cabinets that we get these bad boys scrubbed down, get the oil and the grease, especially if you're frying chicken. That stuff's going everywhere. Scrub it down, clean it off, and then when you're done scrubbing it and cleaning it, open that up and get your framework. There we go. Let's get that little tag off of there, because this will have a new home soon. Very, very soon. There we go. That's off. We're going to just dust over the inside of the door, and we're going to make sure we do the framework. There we go. When you're done, do it again. This time when you do it, spray it really well one more time. You really can't use too much prep when you're prepping. You can spray as much as you want, but you've got to make sure you spray enough. And you see that surface clouding over? That means that prep is doing its job. It is breaking down that glossy finish that will resist any paint. But that glossy finish dulls up under the prep and gets this ready there we go, so that we can paint it. Look how dull it is now. Not sure that it did a dullness. Look at the shiny, look at the dull. That prep does its job. Now we're going to take our beautiful Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura in True Gray. Let's crack this open. Let me scoot you back so you can see. I have painted a few things this week, and it's already Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, but we sure do have some paint product on this workbench. Always shake really well. No matter how much you've already shaken, shake it one more time. Shake it one more time. Now you saw our post this morning. I'm just looking at it because it just popped up. This is True Gray. Blue Lace is coming back. Get yours. We have a special offer with the Blue Lace purchase. Ooh, this is nice and sealed up. Let's take that seal off right there. Ooh, look at that beautiful gray. I love it. But you know, Blue Lace is going to be this week's color of the week. A little bit of shift in our programming, not a big deal. We don't mind a shift, do we? As long as we're ready to roll. Spilled it on the floor. That spot in the floor will be good forever then. I've got my little handy 2-inch brush. Look at that beautiful gray. This is not a blue undertone or a brown undertone or tan or a beige or an anything. It is truly gray. Now let me tip you back up because we're going to create an absolutely gorgeous set of cabinets in gray. Are you ready? Because this is going to go quick. Let's do it. We've got some architecture here that I'm going to want to use my Miracle Brush on because a Miracle Brush does the best job of all. When you have architecture, your flat brush has a tendency to deposit the paint and not smooth the paint. When you have a Miracle Brush and you get ready to do that architectural finish right there, all those grooves are covered, but they are not over painted. When there's too much material and it deposits, then it leaves a lot of drips. You can end up losing your architectural detail, and that's not what we want. So use your Miracle Brush when you're doing the low sides, your high sides. Anytime you have a multi-layered surface, I'll put my glasses on so I can see. I'm going to come right down the side of this door, and I'm going to stay off the hinges. It's not a big deal if you paint the hinges. Unless I purposely intend to paint the hinges, I try not to paint them. But look how simple that is. Look how easily this goes on. Am I trying to cover in one coat? Absolutely not. One coat coverage is a great promotional sideline. It sounds good. It's not real. And I know we all want to flip the furniture as fast as we can, but do it well. One coat coverage is not real. It's just not real. 2 coats gets you the best finish that you can. Now, one coat coverage, if you want it to look distressed, absolutely. But if you want a nice, smooth, even finish, you don't need 1 coat. You are going to need 2. Now I'm going to take my Wooster shortcut, and I'm going to do our flat surfaces with my Wooster. Nice, even, straight brush strokes to put it on. We'll get that first coat laid down. I've got the fan on so we can get some good dry time. We've got a little bit of humidity today, but no rain in the forecast, so we're thankful for that. Here we go. Doors are open at Two Girls Treasure. We're in Florence, South Carolina. Stop on by. We have deals and specials on in-stock home furnishings and your project materials, your paint, your Iron Orchid designs. We even have some deals on Decoupage Central papers. If you have your studio bag, just like this one right here on the counter, you can get a little bit extra bump at checkout. If you don't have your studio bag, get one so that you can always save when you come to Two Girls Treasure to get your materials. Look how easy that was to get done. Look at the difference between those doors now. Let's do number 2. Let's get this one done as well. Let's see how quickly we can go start to finish without making a mess. Inside architecture, outside architecture, bottom side. Let's do this outside edge. I love these Miracle brushes for the ability to cut in around edges nice and smoothly. That right there's the bomb diggity. If you're joining me because you love to learn, thank you. If you are loving to learn but you want to do this in person, sign up. Register today for our Smalls on Saturday workshop session. You'll find it on our website. Just look for the words Smalls on Saturday. Look in the studio collection. That's where you'll find Smalls on Saturday. Bring your own small piece of decor or home furnishing item. If you don't have one, call me and let me know. We have plenty. And I will show you in person, walk you through the steps, these 3 simple steps. We will prep, we will paint, and then we will protect our work with our Tough Talk products. It's that simple. You can do this. Now, let's get these doors open. See what we've done? We've got the framework. We need to tink just the inner edge of this. Probably the same thing on this door as well. No, we did pretty good there. But let's get these flat surfaces covered. With Smalls on Saturday, you can get the one-on-one instruction. You can spend some time in fellowship. That's always a good day. And if you want to go one step further and embellish, then you can come back after lunch and we'll do a studio session too. You can choose one of our fabulous Iron Orchid design products and I will teach you how to apply your embellishments. Good morning, y'all. Oh yes, the Miracle brush is life itself to the inside of your homestead. There we go. I'll do this little trim edge right here. We'll get a coat of paint on that while the outside's drying. And then we'll spin around, we'll do those sides. Now see, I love this, but when you're doing the detail work, you need a little bit smaller brush. Because now I've got paint on the shelf I did not want. There we go. It's off. But with the Miracle brush, I can cut this in. And just like that, it's done. Unlike a lot of your paints that you buy from the big box stores, this is a soap and water cleanup. This is eco-friendly. This is not poisonous. So if you're doing your baby's room or your kid's room, you don't have to worry about using this paint with your children or your pets or your elders. This is non-toxic, y'all. And we're not destroying the planet. We're actually doing a good job of saving things from going to the landfill, dolling them up, making them absolutely beautiful again, usable again, desirable again. It's like giving your furniture Botox, except much better for it. Botox is poison. Don't do it. So if your kitchen cabinets are just not beautiful anymore, measure your linear feet, measure your length, and for every 10 linear feet, you will need 1 quart of Rethunk Junk paint. It goes that far. You will need 1 16-ounce bottle of prep to do an enormous amount of prep work and still have some left over. How about the insides of the doors? We're going to leave those alone for right now. I'm a paint the inside of the doors kind of girl. That's just how I like to roll. I don't like the insides of the doors to look different when you open them, unless it's a fabulous surprise. Now, I'll tell you what I haven't heard in a long time, and I probably haven't said it in a long time. So I could take our charcoal, or I could take our Midnight, paint the inside of the cabinet doors, and then, if this is your food pantry cabinet, when something runs out, you can teach your people to write on the chalkboard inside the cabinet door to let you know what you need to pick up from the grocery store. Training your people at home is not my job. Nope. You're on your own with that one. But any color of Rethunk Junk paint left unsealed can be seasoned and used as a chalkboard. We've done that before. If you've missed that episode, we need to probably do it again. Any color of Rethunk Junk paint by Laura left unsealed can be seasoned and used as a chalkboard. And that's a great feature. I can't teach your people to write on it, though. I can't even get mine to do that. Anybody else call your people from the grocery store to see what you need and they don't know until after you get home? Raise your hand. I love my people. All right. We're getting it done here, y'all. Not going to close that all the way, but I'm going to come behind it and get this framework done. Boom. Just like that. Easy peasy. No stress. None whatsoever. This is almost dry and ready for a second coat, and it's only 9:24. Only 9:24 a.m. Thanks for being here, y'all. If you have kitchen cabinets that are dated and you need to do something to update them, you can use any one of our 45 colors to freshen them up and make them your style, beautiful, and fun again. If you prefer stained, we have 3 different colors of stain: raven black, dark walnut, and weathered gray. And if you were with us last week when we refinished the dressing table, then you know you can actually take a couple of drops of paint and you can tint your stain just a little bit and customize your color. You can put stain on almost anything, but if you prefer your kitchen cabinets stained rather than painted, you can do that. All you have to do is do it. We'll go ahead and throw this fan on. I don't think it's going to help us a whole lot. We're almost dry here. You want to make sure, you do want to make sure that your paint is dry. You want to know why? Let me show you. If I get ready to put another coat of paint on over the damp paint, use the back of your hand. It's dry right here, but it's still damp right here. What's going to happen most of the time is I'm going to pull that still wet paint off. And I'm not really covering it, I'm pulling it off. And the more you do that, the more damage you do. So give it some time. Humidity and temperature play a huge role in the dry time for your paint. And it doesn't matter what brand you're using. It doesn't matter what kind of brush you're using. If you have high humidity, it's going to take a little bit longer for your paint to dry. Humidity is moisture. Moisture doesn't dry out. Moisture will actually affect the finish on your paint. So if you're painting in your garage, you really need to do it when it is not humid. If you don't want to factor in the outside temperature, well, you can paint with Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura inside. There is very little or no smell at all, low or no VOCs, and it is not dangerous. Again, easy cleanup. Usually I recommend, if you're going to paint in the house, lay down a very inexpensive plastic shower curtain or a tarp, and then lay a blanket or a drop cloth over the top of that. Then put your piece. You need it up off the drop cloth, that's okay. Find something, blocks of wood, or get some furniture jack stands and lift your pieces at the corners or the center or all of the above and get it up off the drop cloth so you can make sure you get the very bottom skirting without getting paint all over everything. It's not hard, but if you'd like to come in and join me in the studio, then make your reservation for Smalls on Saturday, and that is Saturday, June 29th from 10 a.m. until noon-ish. And we'll sit around the table, we'll laugh, we'll make new friends, we'll fellowship, we'll help each other, and we will learn the 3 basic steps of painting with Rethunk Junk Paint: prep, paint, and protect. I'm Diane Pruitt. I'm going to finish this with a second coat of True Gray. We might even throw some glaze on there. We might even embellish it just a little bit. Who knows what will happen after we get off this camera and we have a little bit of free time. We might just go wild. Join me anytime, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. as we do our studio sessions live and tell you and teach you the things that we have learned and do different projects, show you all the wild and crazy things that we can do with our Rethunk Junk Paint products, Iron Orchid Design products, and Decoupage Central rice decoupage papers. I'm Diane Pruitt. I appreciate you being here today. Please pray for Ed. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll see you right back here tomorrow morning, Wednesday, and we'll do another fantastic project. I'll see y'all then. Bye.